flat fee for everybody.
Joe Corsilia lives in St. Helens, Oregon. He's a former city councilman, and one fee on his monthly water bill has him boiling.
It's addictive for a council to have this option because there's no need to go to the voter. It's instant money.
Residents of St. Helens pay a $10 per month fee on their water bills, but the money doesn't go to cover utility costs. It pays for public safety. KGW found that a growing number of Oregon cities, big and small, are adding or increasing fees on utility and water bills that don't actually pay for utilities. Instead, the money is spent on things like police officers and firefighters, parks and recreation programs, road repair and street lights. There's $12 per month on utility bills in Grants Pass, $20 in Independence, $13 for a single-family home in McMinnville.
You expect cities will raise and raise and raise these fees?
I expect cities that get into trouble to raise and raise and raise these fees. They'll run to them when there is nothing else, when they really don't want to put a ballot measure out there, don't have time.
Last year, St. Helens city leaders floated the idea of increasing their fee from $10 a month to $25 a month.
It's not something we're unique to. We're not, this mean city out here adding this fee on. A lot of cities do that don't have the tax base.
One council member said it may be legal, but it would be a bad look, explaining that utility fees are just an access to charge when you need money, according to minutes from the meeting. Instead, St. Helens proposed a tax levy to pay for more police officers, which voters rejected. Corsilia wonders if voters were jaded. They were already paying $10 a month for public safety.
Was that levy affected by the fee?
Jenna Jones is a tax and finance lobbyist for the League of Oregon Cities.
We don't advise on any certain fee for any certain city, but it's something that they can look at, that they can consider.
You all have flagged cities and said, hey, a utility fee is an option.
Yes.
The League of Oregon Cities surveyed cities in late 2023, collecting partial data on which cities are increasing utility fees.
I think we're finding more and more cities across the state who didn't know other people were doing it. We've heard from some cities who are like, I thought I was the first to come up with putting a public safety fee on my utility bill.
Jones says many cities need to use utility fees because property tax laws in Oregon restrict revenue growth.
A lot of our cities are near or coming up on a crisis, a budget crisis. That's because Measure 5 and 50 and the property tax system, which is the main funding source for cities, is incredibly constrained.
So utility fees are gaining popularity. They're easy to add onto existing bills. There are no statewide limits on how high they can go, and public notifications are certainly recommended, but not required.
There's that natural balance that cities can't just raise these and raise these and raise these administratively because there are ramifications that community members have in their control. They could recall their council. They could amend the charter so it has to be voter approved.
Political ramifications, not legal ramifications.
Yes.
If more cities are approaching economic crisis in the coming years, do you anticipate more local governments will either add or expand these types of utility fees?
They could. I think the other option is they cut services.
In St. Helens, the current $10 public safety fee will help build a new police station. A spokesperson says the city is currently looking at ways to increase revenue and anticipates that ideas to increase police funding will be a main discussion topic in the coming months. Corsilia is afraid that a fee increase could be pitched again.
I don't have a problem if I vote on a taxation issue and it doesn't pass or does pass, whichever my liking is. I live with it. This you can't live with because you'll never know. You don't know what the popularity is. You don't know how it's being spent. There's no accountability.